Okay, so real talk. Have you ever had one of those days where everything just feels like it's completely fallen apart? Like your job is stressing you out, your relationship feels off, your mind won't stop racing, and somehow you end up on your knees scrubbing the bathroom floor at 11 p.m. Yeah, that's not random. That's not you being weird. That is your brain doing something really specific and honestly, really fascinating. Because here's the thing nobody tells you. When people clean when they're stressed, it has absolutely nothing to do with the dirt. Nothing. It is about something so much deeper than that. And today, we're going to break down exactly what's happening inside the mind of someone who reaches for a mop when life gets messy. Stay with me, because if this is you, this video is going to make you understand yourself in a way you never have before. So the first type of stress cleaner, and this one's probably the most common, I call them the control architect. And here's what's going on with this person. When something hard hits, a breakup, a job loss, a scary medical result, a fight with someone they love, their whole world suddenly feels like it's out of their hands. And that feeling, that loss of control, for certain personality types, that is almost unbearable. So what does the brain do? It gets clever. It goes, okay, I can't fix this situation right now. I can't control what happens next, but you know what I absolutely can control? This kitchen counter, this pile of laundry, this dusty shelf that hasn't been touched in 3 weeks. Psychologists actually call this a compensatory control mechanism. Basically, when you can't manage the big thing, your brain creates a simulation of control in your physical space. And every dish you wash, every surface you wipe, every drawer you organize, it sends a tiny signal to your nervous system that says, see, you've got this. You're capable. Things can be orderly. It's almost like your brain is lying to itself in the best possible way. And honestly, it works. At least for a little while. Now, the second type is a little different, and this one really hit me when I first learned about it. This is what I call the physical processor. So imagine you're someone with a really sensitive nervous system, like you feel things deeply. Stress hits you hard. Emotions are loud inside your body. When you're overwhelmed, it's not just a mental thing, it's almost physical. Your chest feels tight, your thoughts are scattered everywhere, you can't sit still. Now here's where it gets interesting. Repetitive physical movement, and cleaning is full of it. Scrubbing, sweeping, folding, wiping. That kind of rhythmic, repetitive motion actually regulates your nervous system. It gives your body somewhere to put all that excess energy. It's the same reason some people pace when they're anxious, or tap their fingers, or go for a run when they're upset. Your body is overstimulated, and it needs an outlet. And cleaning just happens to be one that's socially acceptable, and leaves your house looking great. So if you're this type, you're not just cleaning. You are literally using your body to process emotions that your mind doesn't know how to handle yet. That is not weakness. That is actually your nervous system being smart. And then there's the third type, and this one is the most intense of all three. I call this person the Chaos Neutralizer. Now, for most people, a messy room is just a messy room. Annoying, maybe, something to deal with later. But for this type of person, a messy environment doesn't just feel untidy, it feels like chains on their mind. Like they literally cannot think clearly, cannot breathe properly, cannot function until the space around them reflects the order they're desperately trying to feel inside. For these people, external chaos and internal chaos are almost the same thing. When their room is messy, their thoughts feel messy. When their desk is cluttered, their emotions feel cluttered. So when stress hits and their inner world starts spiraling, the fastest way they know to feel better is to fix what they can see. Because if the outside looks calm and ordered, the inside starts to believe it too. Psychologists link this to something called embodied cognition, the idea that our embodied environment directly shapes how our brain feels and functions. And for the Chaos Neutralizer, this isn't a quirk, it is a survival strategy. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. If you are someone who cleans when you're stressed, You are not being extra. You're not being obsessive. Your brain has found a coping mechanism. And depending on which of these three types resonates with you, whether you're trying to reclaim control, burn off emotional overload, or silence the chaos around you, your mind is actually working really hard to protect you. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these three types are you? Are you the control architect, the physical processor, or the chaos neutralizer? Or honestly, are you a little bit of all three? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if this video made you feel understood in some way, hit like. It really does help this channel grow. Subscribe if you want more videos breaking down the hidden psychology behind everyday human behavior. Because understanding why you do what you do, that is where real self-awareness begins.